Thousands of people across the UK have taken part in anti-austerity protests. The demonstration in London was the biggest rally against budget cuts in Britain this year, and Peter Sharp was there.
The depth of opposition to the austerity cuts was played out on the streets of the capital on Saturday as tens of thousands answered the call from Britain's trade unions to give voice to their anger. 250 chartered buses delivered the demonstrators to London from across England and Wales for one of the largest marches against the cuts this year. Hundreds of placards calling for an all-out general strike, a warning that this protest movement has longer-term objectives.
Parliament needs to listen to the people. This is putting demo back in democracy.
Personally, I advocate storming the House of Parliament, all of us, and occupying it until things change. But you can't do that.
They need to look at the overall picture, not just cut the people we support.
Among the marchers, thousands of young unemployed from the north of England. Deep in recession, the region has more than double the national average of those young people unable to find work. And across the country, long-term unemployment is 10 times higher than in 2008.
Bristol's the second largest economy outside London, and we've got the highest youth unemployment. It's ridiculous.
I feel as though we're not given the chance and the opportunities that we should be given and that other countries are given. And I think in this day and age, that's unacceptable.
At Hyde Park, the Labour opposition leader Ed Miliband addressed the rally. He's been criticised in the past for being too close to the militant trade union movement.
They cut taxes for millionaires and they raise taxes for ordinary families. They leave young people out of work while the bonuses of the banks carry on.
Protesters say austerity isn't working in Britain. They want the government to do more to revive the country's struggling economy.
We're seeing 700,000 public service jobs going, nurses, care workers, people who look after the most vulnerable in our society. And at the other extreme, we're seeing the richest people in our country increasing their wealth. It's got to stop.
Protests have also been held in Scotland and Northern Ireland.
The message is that we don't want our children to grow up in a society that's unequal.
So we're deeply unhappy. We don't want to end up without this safety net, which across Europe exists and needs to be maintained, and that is what we have to fight for.
Another major demonstration in London, and these protesters are asking for an end to austerity and the focus on economic growth. But with all the debt Britain has, that is going to be a balance hard to find.